Welcome back to your beginner's JavaScript course. And in this lesson, I will be showing you some of the basic core syntax of the language. So before I jump right in onto functions, if-else statements, everything like that, I think I need to show you data types. Because that's what basically programming is. You just deal with data and you display them to the user in a nice presented format. So, in JavaScript, there are three main types of data. We have strings. Strings are basically just characters, so whatever you can hit on your keyboard and that'll pop up like that. That's a string. Although, pretty dumb string. You can have strings. Strings can be numbers. They could be stuff like that. Whoops. Yeah. But strings always go in between either single quotes or double quotes. And anything inside a single or double quote, anything inside of that is a string. That's what you see here telling JavaScript. Anything inside that, if you put something into this, you're just like, okay, I want this to be a string. So there's also another type of data. It's called numbers. Whoops, that's actually not a number because I hit an O. Alright, this is a number here. And this would be valid in JavaScript. So, data types, you don't need to have quotation marks around them because they're not strings, they're numbers. You can add numbers together, of course. Yeah, so let's just add 2 plus 4. And JavaScript would know what that means. We're adding 2 plus 4, it'll become 6. And that's basically numbers. And then there's the last thing called booleans. Now, booleans are either true or false, oops, or null. And as you guys see me put it in a semicolon, I'll go over that in just a bit. The semicolon, like right here. So these are basically words in JavaScript that that JavaScript understands by itself. You don't need to like numbers, it understands. You can add it together. It knows what you mean. But if you just start say I just start typing. Let's say I just start hitting a bunch of keys, right? That would be invalid. You're just like, what the heck? I don't know what actual is, and then you would get an error. But if you type in, like I did up there, true, false, and null, it would understand what those means. We'll get into the uses of this later. Now, remember, whenever I typed, I typed all these data values, the true, the false, and the null, the booleans. And I added a semicolon at the end of them. So basically a semicolon is, it's like a period, basically. So say it's like, I went to the park. You had a period right there. That's the end of your statement you just made. So this is basically saying true, and period. Basically telling us, okay, let's have a string that just says hi. So basically hi, period. This is basically telling the computer, JavaScript, hi, period. We're going to have a string, and the content of the string will be hi, and then period. So, yeah. And if I just type in hi like this, nothing's really going to happen. I mean, I won't get an error, but it's not going to do anything cool, see? Nothing's coming out on the screen. So as you do that, remember we use document.write. And remember, see, document.write, and we put a string inside of that. And so basically, what document.write does, it goes to the entire web page. It takes the string, and then it takes the contents of that string, and it puts it on the web page. That's what document.write does. So if we just put document.write, we're going to get an error. I'll show you how to see your errors on the web page. So if we reload this, nothing's happening. Because we should, remember last time we used document.write, we would get stuff on the screen. So if we do this, see, we had that. But we don't have our quotation marks. We're not going to get anything out. That's because it's not a string. It's an undefined variable. So to check these errors, it's not going to show you error right on the page. Well, in JavaScript, PHP will. But to find this error, we can go to the browser console and look at it. Hurry up. Oh, that's so big. Alright, oh no, now it's zoomed out. There we go. So here's the console. See, uncaught reference error. WGIG is not defined. So basically, I don't know. Basically, it's saying to the console, I have no idea what WGIG is. And so that's why, because it's not a string, and it knows what a string is. So if we put it in a string format, it would know what that is, but we don't. So it's just WGIG. It's like, what the heck? Now, I know this all may seem kind of dumb to you, just, oh yeah, we can have some data types in it. But in complex programming, well, not complex, but more complex than what we're doing, you would create something called, you know what? Next lesson, we'll do that.